Hi, I'm Mandy Patterson, mental performance coach, owner of Mandy Patterson Coaching, and founder of the Mind Over Mental Block program, where we teach athletes how to push past mental blocks and fears so they can rediscover their passion, pursue their goals with confidence, and ultimately experience authentic joy in their sport and their life. Have you or an athlete that you love ever struggled with a mental block, anxiety, or fears in your sport and wish that you knew what to do to overcome them? You see teammates progressing in their skills effortlessly while you're stuck working on skills you've had for months and years, but your body just won't let you perform anymore. You know you can do it because you've done it before, and all you need is a little more confidence to get past this hurdle so that you can get back to having fun and enjoying that sport that you love, but you feel like you have no control. No matter how badly you want to overcome this, or how talented you are, or how beautiful and technically correct your skills are when you do them, you have no idea what works. How do you overcome this? How do you build confidence and trust in yourself that you need to perform your skills on demand? Your lack of a plan that allows you to walk in knowing exactly what to do to make progress on your skills. You don't understand what's happening. You've thrown the skill at tryouts or when a coach threatens to take you out of the routine, but the next day you're back where you started feeling totally defeated. You've tried absolutely everything you can think of to overcome this, but nothing has stuck. Private lessons, countless drills and progressions, switching coaches and gyms, buying equipment to work at home, taking time off, researching endlessly on the internet for a solution, all of which has led you to this place where you believe that maybe you don't have what it takes to overcome this. If this is you, I know exactly how you feel because that's my story. As a young athlete, I experienced mental blocks on multiple occasions throughout my competitive cheer career. This caused me to doubt myself, and I really struggled with my confidence. Like you, I tried everything, and I found success here and there, primarily through watching tumbling videos before practice and progressions during my daily private lesson, but I knew I could have done more to reach my full potential. So over the past 4 years, I combined my experience as an athlete and in the gym skills coach, a certified mental game coaching professional, along with extensive personal research in sports psychology, personal development, and anything I could get my hands on to understand how to overcome fears and achieve success in sports and life. I now have a proven framework to help athletes trade mental blocks and fears for confidence and joy. And today I'm teaching this framework to you. This is the exact process that I take athletes through in my one-on-one coaching programs. I'm going to walk you through my 6-step mind over mental block method so that you can have a plan for overcoming this challenge. As I go through these steps, I want you to ask yourself, how does this apply to me? The content is great, but the magic is going to happen in the application. So be sure to personalize each of these and consider what these steps would look like for you at practice and during your performances. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. This is a 6-step mind over mental block method. First step, release the pressure. As successful athletes and high performers, we tend to put so much pressure on ourselves to be our absolute best. We really want our skills to look and feel a certain way. We avoid mistakes and we consider all the possible negative outcomes that can happen to ensure that we're successful. It can almost feel like a badge of honor and proof that we care about doing an exceptional job. But here's the thing. How is this way of thinking actually working for you? Think about how you experience this. You had to practice to work on your block skill and you think, I have to do it today. You walk onto the mat, remind yourself to do it, to go for it. It's likely that you feel pressures from others and think, my team's counting on me. My coach expects me to have this. My parents are going to be disappointed if I don't do it. You get ready to go. You're excited. And the more you try to force yourself to do it, the more you overthink and you become frozen in place. The truth is, expecting your skills to happen actually fuels your fear and it causes you to stay stuck. So before you try anything else, you must first give yourself a little grace and release the pressure to have to do the skill. This is going to be the most important thing you can do to regain your confidence and control of your skills. The next step, focus on what matters. We tend to focus on unhelpful things. What if I fall? What if someone runs in front of me? Will the coach really spot me? Maybe I should do it on another mat. Tryouts are coming up and I have to have this. Our brain is designed to keep us safe. And one of the ways to do that is to focus on things that could go wrong or things we want to avoid. This is good in life or death situations. For example, if a bear is running at us, it's necessary for us to get out of the way or run. But it's not necessary while we're performing our skills because our body knows what to do.
and it knows how to do it safely. So when you're working on a challenging skill, you really want to pay attention to your thoughts and replace negative or unhelpful thoughts with positive ones. You want to think about something that gives helpful instruction on how to do the skill. It keeps you focused in the moment, not on the past or the future, and it doesn't make you nervous to think about. Here's an example. Instead of thinking, just do it, or don't fall, don't balk, think about pushing really hard off of your legs and breathing. This way, you're being intentional with your thoughts in a way that does not lead you to overthink. Simple, right? Yes, and that's okay. It's okay for it to be simple. It works. Trust me. Okay, let's move on to step number 3. Believe in yourself. This is where we talk about confidence. Confidence is a mental game skill, which means that you can build it. There are tools we use to teach athletes not only what it is, but what kind of confidence we want, and specific steps they can take every single practice to strengthen their confidence. Here, we're going to talk more specifically about confidence that is essential, or the kind of confidence that is essential for moving past block fueling fears. Confidence, it's like a superpower. It helps you overcome mental blocks in sports. Most athletes, they tend to rely on something called reactive confidence. This is when we only feel confident after we do well in our practice or our competition. But as we discussed in step 1, we have a tendency to set the bar so high that to have a good day, it really means that we need to be perfect. We can't make any mistakes. We can't mess up. We can't get in trouble. That all we need to do is we need to do all of our skills, and they need to look and feel a certain way. And everybody else has got to be excited about it and not upset with us. This high bar that we have set for ourselves, it actually causes us to lose control of our confidence. But here's the thing. Real confidence comes from appreciating and celebrating even the small wins and the progress we make along the way. It's like collecting little tokens of success, no matter how small they may seem. So think about your last tumbling practice that you had. Were you more powerful? Celebrate it. Did you try a new skill? Awesome, that's great. Did you get to practice early so you could stretch? Way to go, way to take control. By focusing on our growth and being proud of ourselves for trying our best, we build proactive confidence. This kind of confidence, it actually makes us stronger. It helps us believe in ourselves, and it gives us the courage to face challenges head on. So remember to celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and always, always, always believe in your abilities. You've got this. That takes us to step number 4, perform for yourself. Have you ever been working up the courage to throw a challenging skill, and the moment you thought, okay, I'm ready, let's do this, you hear a coach say, just go for it. And instantly the panic sets back in. Or maybe after a tough practice, you're heading to the car, dreading the ride home because you know how the conversation is going to go, and you just don't want to disappoint your parents again. One of the biggest sources of pressure for athletes comes from social approval. This is especially true when it comes to mental blocks. The pressure to meet others' expectations, it fuels blocks and it keeps us stuck in our skills. We often find ourselves mind reading, assuming what coaches, teammates, and parents think and feel about our performance, even though it's not necessarily true. We worry so much about their opinion, and we become distracted while we work on our skills and are unable to give our best. But here's the thing. The key is to shift our focus. Instead of constantly seeking approval, we can instead concentrate on the things that help us perform our best, which we talked about in step 2, how to focus. When we focus on things that help us do our best, this is what is best for our coaches, our teams, and everyone else. Remember, the opinions of others, they vary, but focusing on your own growth and giving our all, that's what truly matters. By letting go of the need for constant approval from others, we can break free from mental blocks and unleash our full potential. So trust in your abilities and embrace the journey of self-improvement. Your best performance comes from within. That takes us to step number 5 of the Mind Over Mental Block method. Stay positive. Letting go of mistakes and staying positive when things aren't going our way is an essential skill for gymnasts and cheerleaders dealing with mental blocks. It's common to get caught up in this idea that the first few reps define our entire practice. But here's the truth. Our thoughts, they actually affect what we believe to be true, which in turn influences our behavior and ultimately has an impact on our performance outcome. It becomes a negative cycle that keeps us stuck. However, it's important to accept that mistakes happen. It's part of the learning process, and it's okay. Give yourself permission to make mistakes and understand it's okay not to be perfect. Let me say that again. It's okay not to be perfect. If this makes you cringe a little bit because you truly feel that striving for perfection means that you care about doing a great job, then I want you to remember how many Olympians and professional athletes have fallen or made a mistake. It's a natural part of the process. It's a process of being human, and it's not a sign of weakness or of failure. When frustration or upset creeps in, I want you to take a moment to release those negative emotions. Remind yourself mistakes are normal and you do not have to be flawless. Instead, focus on appreciating your effort and redirect your attention to something that's helpful, a helpful part of the skill that doesn't feel overwhelming. By embracing this mindset, you can let go of the weight of mistakes and maintain a positive outlook, allowing yourself to grow and excel in your performance. Remember, progress is a journey, and each rep is an opportunity for you to learn and to improve. Keep going and believe in your ability to overcome this challenge. You've got this. Okay, let's talk about the last step in the mind over mental block method. Prepare for success. Preparing for success, it's a vital aspect of overcoming mental blocks. Visualization is a powerful tool that allows us to see, hear, and feel a successful skill in our minds. Mental blocks can make it difficult to see ourselves progressing beyond the current challenge, which causes us to doubt our ability to achieve higher level skills. But you're here with me, which means that you are ready. It's time to imagine breaking through that barrier and performing exceptionally well, because you are so strong and you're amazing and you deserve it. Mentally preparing for success, this is just as important as physical practice. Dedicate time in your daily routine to visualize the skill in as much detail as possible. See yourself executing the skill successfully. Do this from an external view, as if watching a video of yourself, and internal, as if you're in your body. See your hands moving past your head. Feel the ground beneath you as you land. Hear the satisfying bounce off the floor under your hands and your feet as you do the skill. Feel your leg muscles tighten as you bend and jump to your hands. Allow yourself to feel that emotion of pride and joy and satisfaction as you land the skill, knowing that you could do it. By mentally rehearsing the skill, you build confidence. You're going to stay motivated and you're going to get so excited. You're creating excitement within yourself. So embrace the power of visualization and prepare to conquer your mental blocks. Your path to success, it begins in your mind. And with every single visualization, you are one step closer to achieving your goals.
There you have it. I know you're probably questioning if this will really work because you've tried everything and nothing has so far. This framework works because it tackles your blocks and fears at the source, your mental game, where most of the other approaches you've tried address fears from a physical perspective. You also may be thinking, I don't know what to do to overcome this. Well, guess what? Now you absolutely do. You have a plan. So go right now and click the button below to grab your free download of the 6 steps and post it somewhere as a reminder that you do know exactly what to do to overcome this. You have a plan and the tools to help you overcome this in a new way. Trust that all you need to do is put this into action and new and amazing things are going to happen for you. Lastly, maybe you're thinking, how is this going to help me? It seems too simple or passive of an approach to do any good. Well, here's the thing. There are athletes who they're going to watch this. They're going to say they understand, and they're going to go right back into the gym doing the same thing they've been doing for the last months, 6 months, year, and more. Sometimes our desire to avoid failure, it causes us to believe that we have all the answers and we don't need help. We just need to grind harder. But the truth is that that way of thinking is going to keep you stuck in this negative cycle of defeat, judgment, feeling alone, and just confused as to why you can't move forward. Just because you've tried to be more positive or tell yourself, I can do this in the past, it does not mean that you're doing it every time. These are skills, and the more that you practice them, the stronger they're going to get, the stronger they're going to become, and you're going to become in the process. You must become passionate and intentional with this process. And sometimes in order to do that, it starts with admitting that what you've been doing, it's just not working anymore. And it's time to try something new. So let's start right now with this challenge. I want you to decide right now, what is one way that you're going to use what you learned today in this training to try something new this week at practice? What is one thing you learned in this training that stood out to you the most? Now, what will you do differently at practice this week to apply what you learned? I would love to support you and offer a little accountability. So here's a bonus challenge for you. I want you to take your phone right now and I want you to record a little video of yourself stating what you will do this week with what you learned. Make sure a parent is involved in this process before you post it. We would love for you to share this with us in the comments below with a parent approval. This is also an incredible way to motivate and encourage others who, like you, are ready to overcome this block for good. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and watch every single video, and I'm going to select 3 athletes, and I'm going to send them a gift in the mail, one of our branded Mind Over Mental Block journals. So go do this now. If you like this training and you found it helpful, would you do me a favor? Would you just share it with a friend or two who could benefit from hearing this message? Also, please comment below with your thoughts on the video. What'd you like? I will personally be engaging in the comments, and also be sure to drop your questions so that you can get those answered. I would love this opportunity to support you and hear from you, and I am so excited to connect with you. I want to thank you again for being here. I really look forward to seeing you in the next video, where I will be walking you through my block breaking practice plan, which is going to show you exactly how to apply the 6 steps you just learned at practice so that you walk in excited and leave with your confidence intact every single practice. So be sure to keep an eye on your inbox for that. Until next time, remember, a mental block, it's simply a challenge you're working through. You are strong, you can do hard things, and you've totally got this.